Today, from Los Angeles, California, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles... Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. From the gun on third down, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
6 points possibly in the cards. We've got a red zone situation looming. First and goal. The football at the 7. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His second touchdown of the game. His third on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his...
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Now, can this offense muster a late second quarter drive to break our tie? Let's see. They'll have to be pretty efficient with their time here. Watch the clock.
Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to.
A red zone alert as we get you back into the action. This offense coming up on a 2nd down and 3 to go.
Purdy from the gun. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. It was pretty evident in reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future, they knew they needed him, and they got the deal done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Niners have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice.
The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. In motion right, Debo. He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll run again with Mason.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now Mason.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
And they'll run it here.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Now they run. It's Mason. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Niners, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.